I'm much happy to welcome our resource person for today's session, Sri Danraj Ramasamy. He is a project lead at Casoft Global. He got 15 years of progressive experience in operations with rich expertise in software such as Unity 3D, Away 3D, Autodesk Maya, programming languages such as AS3, MEL, e-learning tools like Articulate Storyline, Flash, CC, etc. He is also have specialized in complex virtual reality applications, 2D animation, mobile iOS, and Android application development. I'm happy to welcome you, sir. Kindly take over the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much for introduction.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Let me share the screen.
Okay.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, the session is we are going to see Vuforia engine in Unity and how we are going to configure and integration
Sir,
Vuforia.
excuse me, sir. Sorry for interruption.
Yes.
Kindly go to the slideshow mode, sir, so that the font can is much more visible.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So today we are going to look the Vuforia how we are going to configure and integration. The first session we will show in a theoretical way. Then second, I will show the practical how we are going to integrate in Vuforia in Unity. Step-by-step process in practical way. First, let us see the Unity. What is Unity? What is Vuforia? How? What are the industry we are using the augmented reality basic things. I hope the yesterday session you have attended about the how to use the Unity and all. So let us go step by step. So let me give some brief introduction about the Unity game engine. Actually, Unity is a cross-platform game engine developed by Unity technology. For example, if you are developing any application, you can switch over into iOS, Android, or Windows platform. So you can compile to any platform. Just you press the switch platform, it will switch. So once you write the code, you can use it in any OS. So it's a cross-platform. You no need to write coding again for any platform. The Unity editor is a popular and useful authoring platform to create cutting-edge augmented reality experience for both handheld device and digital eyewear. Handheld device is nothing but it's a mobile and iPad, tablet. Digital eyewear, you can, for example, Microsoft HoloLens, Magic Leap, and VUX. So you can use it for, I think today, second section you will see the XRs. So you will get the detail about the digital eyewear. The engine can be used to create three-dimensional, two-dimensional virtual reality and augmented reality games, as well as simulation and other experience. Actually, you can create any application like 3D application, even 2D application, virtual reality and augmented reality. While writing a program, you have to choose which format you are going to use. For example, you want to use for 3D dimensional application or 2D dimensional application, or you are going to use for virtual reality or augmented reality, or you are going to show any simulation like mechanical simulations, like you can define the project settings. So the same game engine you can use any field like virtual reality, augmented reality. Even if you want to use it for mixed reality is nothing but it's a combination of augmented reality and virtual reality. The engine has been adopted by industry outside video gaming. Actually, this Unity software is developed for entertainment purpose. They have used for gaming industry. But right now, we are using for automotive industry, architecture, engineering, construction. So even in our company, we are using for engineering and automotive industry to show the demo, to explain about our product. So we are using this Unity in various sectors. So Unity is best competitor is Unreal. So today we are going to see about the Unity. about Vuforia, Vuforia is a software development kit for creating augmented reality apps. So it's a best competitor is like ARKit, ARCore. ARCore is for Android, and ARKit for iOS. Vuforia is you can use it for both Android and iOS. Even you can use it for MR device. So today we are going to see the Vuforia. Anyway, you should know about the competitor like ARCore, ARKit. Those SDK are also good. If you are particularly if you are go for iOS, so you can choose AR kit. Suppose you are going for Android, you can choose ARCore. You want to use both, you can choose the Vuforia. Vuforia is the best, and it is comes under the PTC. Developer can easily add advanced computer vision functionality to any application, allowing to recognize image, object, and interact with the space in the real world. So it will interact with the image, object in the real world. Vuforia engine support Air app development for Android, iOS, Lumni, and Universal Windows platform device. I hope Android and iOS everybody knows. Like you can Android mobile you can use and iOS for iPhone and iPad. Lumni is this is developed by my Magic Leap. It's a XR device, and Windows Universal Windows platform device also it will support Vuforia. So here we'll go step-by-step process how we are going to adding Vuforia engine in Unity project. I will show you the step-by-step process. You can make notes. Then after this theoretical section, I will create a sample application and I will run from here. So first step is you have to add package manager. In Unity, it will support a lot of SDK. Unity is just a game engine. But developing any application, for example, virtual reality, augmented reality, or XR game, FBS game, if you want to create any kind of application, you need a specific SDK. Right now, we are going to create augmented reality application, so we need Vuforia. For that, we are going to add a package manager. Using package manager, we are going to add Vuforia engine. In Unity engine, go to open menu and then click package manager in drop down menu. The package manager pop-up window will open. So you will get the latest Vuforia versions you can choose and you can install. The same way you can install for VR or XR for any SDK. You can use the same process. This is the step 1 to install the Vuforia. The next one. After installing Vuforia, in game object menu, the Vuforia menu, it will be up here. You can see the, I think you can see my cursor, mouse cursor. The Vuforia game engine, it will appear. So you can select Vuforia game engine. The Vuforia game engine will be visible in the Unity engine game object menu. If the menu is not shown, this means that you did not install Vuforia with Unity. So if it is not installed, it won't display here. Any SDK, it is not visible here, then that means you are not installed in the Unity. So if you want to use any SDK, first you have to install the SDK in Unity, then it automatically will be appear in the game object menu. So once installed, it will be displayed here. After that, you have to add AR camera. Unity has a default camera, but we are going to use AR camera. I hope you have played Pokemon Go and many other AR games. So normal camera, it won't support AR mode. So to access the AR application, you need AR camera. So first you have to add AR camera. Start by adding an AR camera. This is a Unity camera game object that includes a Vuforia behavior to add support for augmented reality apps for both handheld device and digital VR. whatever it is, handheld device or digital eyewear, whatever device, you need AR camera to access the Vuforia behavior. The step 1, add an AR camera game object from Vuforia game engine. Select AR camera and open Vuforia configuration from the inspector. Add Vuforia development license key in the app license key field. So to get the license key, you have to register Vuforia portal, and you will get the license key from Vuforia portal. So I will show you how to get the license key and how to create the license key in the practical session. So once you get the license key, you have to add the license key in Unity. Mainly you should delete the main camera. That means a default main camera you have to delete, and you have to use AR camera. Suppose if you want to use both camera, like you want to use any UI functionality in your application, you can use both camera. The normal camera, it will support UI and other elements, but AR camera only it will support Vuforia behavior. So if you want to use any UI kind of things, you have to use both camera. If you are going to use only for augmented reality, you can choose only AR camera. So you can delete the main camera of Unity. So now we are going to create a license key from Vuforia portal. This is the step 1. The license manager provides you with a tool and information you need to create and manage your license. Whether you are developing or deploying an app, you need a license key. So without license key, you can't access Vuforia feature. Even though if you are installing the SDK and you are writing code without license key, your application doesn't support it. It's a cloud-based license, so you need license key to run your application. So for that, you have to create a license key from the portal. For that, you have to register. Suppose if you have already account, you can generate the key and you can use it. But without license key, it doesn't support your application. Vuforia Engine apps utilize a license key that uniquely identify the app and enable it to access Vuforia Engine. License key are created in License Manager website. So this is the link for creating the license, developer.vuforia.com. So now we are created a license key. So using this license key, you have to assign this key into Unity. So the next step is, how we are going to create the license key. You will need a Vuforia Engine developer account to create license key. If you don't already have a Vuforia Engine developer account, go to register portal of Vuforia and you can register yourself and go to license manager page and click get development key button. Just press the get development key button. So it will ask add a desired name of your app in the app name box. Check the configuration box to accept the Vuforia developer agreement. So you can give, suppose you are going to handle more than a couple of projects, so you can give a specific project. For example, you have to maintain so many projects. So keep a unique name in app name, then accept the Vuforia developer agreement. Once press confirm, your new license will appear in the license manager. Okay, now I have given my development development app. So it's I have created a license manager. Press my development app. You can copy license key and paste into Unity Engine Vuforia development license key in the app license key field. See, this is the license See, you have to paste, you have to copy this value, I mean copy this license key, and you have to paste into Unity. I'll show you how to paste in Unity in practical session. See, adding Vuforia engine features, there are a lot of features. Is there image target, object target, ground plan target, mid-air. So a lot of features are there. Today session we are going to see image target. After adding app license in Unity, you can add features from the Vuforia engine menu to your project from the Unity game object menu. The step one is navigate to Vuforia engine menu and select the image target or any of the other target as you wish, like view marker, ground plane, and mid-air, or trackable target like 3D object if you want. Okay, let me show you what is view marker.
The ViewMark can enable a reliable AR experience on any that indicates where AR experiences are. Another ViewMark example.
Upgrade yourself with Nexo powers and unlock abilities to defeat them. Scan the powers that are all around you, on toys you play with, magazines you read, TV shows you watch, and lots of other different faces. So keep an open eye. There are many different Nexo powers. The more you collect, the more powerful you become. Nexo Knight!
Like ground plan detection. This is just a 40 seconds movie. So you can detect the ground plan. This is a 3D object. See, can you see a square box? So it will detect the ground where you want to place your 3D object. So you can place the 3D object. See, this is the ground plan. It is detecting the ground, the plane surface. So once you press the 3D object, it will load in on the ground. So mid-air, it will be very interesting. You can use the first example we have seen image based, like you need image and ground panel. You can scan the ground, you can place the 3D model on the ground. This is mid-air augmented reality. You can do anything in the mid-air. So for it's reading my that hand, and you can write anything. Use for this you need a leap motion device to access this feature. So you can use for mid-air. The next one is object target. You can scan the object and you can load your 3D. See, this is a physical bike. It's scanning the physical bike and it's reading and it's loading the callouts. This is object tracking. For object tracking, you don't need leap motion device. You can use AR supported mobile. But for mid-air, you need a leap motion device. Without leap motion device, you can't use mid-air. So ground planal view marker and object tracker, you can use AR support mobile. But mid-air, you need a leap motion device. Without leap motion device, you can't use mid-air features. Even mid-air, it will work in Magic Leap, Microsoft HoloLens. Okay. Select image target game object from hierarchy and choose from the type dropdown either. You can choose from the image or from database. In this example, we are going to show from database. Okay. In this example, we are going to show from database. The database will be created from Vuforia portal. I will show you how to create database and how to add the target image in Vuforia portal. So you can select from database. Then third step is select database option. Vuforia will therefore ask you if you wish to import default image target database in pop-up window. Then press OK. Then it will import image target options. So now what we have done is we have installed Vuforia, then we have added AR camera, then we have added license key in Unity, and but database is not yet ready. Database, it will be used for to access the augmented reality. For that, you have to create database from Vuforia. So the device database provide your AR application with locally accessible database for target. You can include multiple device database in your AR application. The target manager allows you to create and manage those database online and provide download options for both Unity and native projects. For example, it will ask options you want to use for Unity or native project. For example, even in Android Studio, you can download it for Android Studio, or you can download it for Unity. It will ask the options which format you want. You can, now we are going to choose Unity, so you can choose any format while downloading the database. Go to Target Manager in the Vuforia Engine Developer portal. Press Add Database. The Create Database dialog opens. Name the database and select Device Database option. The database name should be unique for the developer account you are using. So database should be unique. You can specify any name and you have to choose the device. Press Create. You will taken back to the Target Manager database list. Once it will once you given name and if you press Create, it will take you to database manager, target managers. Now in the screen there are three kind of database: cloud database, device database, view market database. Already it is there. Now we are going to see device database. Go to Target Manager homepage. You will see the list of existing device database. In this list of database, find and click the name of the device database which you want to add the new target. So now we have created the database, but target is not yet added. To add the target, you have to click any database, then you have to add the target. Target is nothing but it's a kind of image or 3D objects or 3D files. It's a target. Which one you want to scan? That is the target. In one database, you can add n number of targets. The parameter that you will need to define for target differ by target type, as does the workflow for assigning and configuring target asset such as image and object data file. The below are different target type: object target, image target, multi-target, and cylinder target. Whichever format, I mean, whichever target you can choose your target type. So now we are going to add image target to the database. Click the select database example device database, click add target and add new target dialog opens. So in the new target, you can choose single image, cylinder or object. So you can choose what kind of format you want. So in this example, we are going to see the single image target. So type a unique name for the target in the name field. The name should be unique. For example, which I'm going to scan any. For example, if I'm going to scan engine or tire or heart, humanoid parts. So whichever it is there, I have to give the specific name. It will be easy to use in future. The name must be unique within this device target database. The name should describe the image. The name can be changed later. Suppose if you are given the name wrongly, you can change the name in later. The name can only include letters, number, and underscore character. It won't support any special character like percentage at character. It won't support. It will support only string and numbers. Select in this example, select single image as a target type. Enter width of the target in the scene unit. See, width if you give 1, it will come in that particular width and height. So you can define the width. Browse to and select the image file. The file must be 8 or 24-bit PNG or JPG. It will support only a PNG and JPG file format in image target. Suppose if you are going with any 3D object or object target, you can use the FBX file format, and OBJ any other file format you can support. But image target, you have to use PNG format or JPG. It should be 8 or 24-bit file. The JPG file must be RGB or grayscale. Maximum image file size should be 2.25 MB. It won't support more than 2.25 MB for single image. Multiple, you can add n number of target image, but single image should be 2.25 MB. It won't support more than that. Once you browse and select the image, click add. After a short processing, the target detail page opens with the result of the upload, the rating, and if required improvement recommendation display along with the target image. See the left bottom corner, the result will be here. It will be like this. So what you have to do is you have to select single image and you have to choose the file from your computer, then width and name of the image. Once you add, it will be displayed here like target name and type, single image, rating, status, it is active, and the date of created. So it will be on the image icon, the thumbnail of the image, it will be displayed here. Once complete the target added, download the image target database and import into Unity. Vuforia will therefore ask you if you wish to import image target database. Pop-up window and press import. So once you added target, you can download your database. While downloading, it will ask you want to download for Unity or you want to download for a native platform. So now you have to select a Unity platform. So you will get the Unity package file. So that Unity package file you can import into Unity software. Once you are importing to Unity, it will automatically, the database, it will be displayed in the instruction panel. So you can select which database you want to use. You can select that. Now adding Vuforia engine feature and image target. After adding app license in Unity, already we have added app license. We have created a database. And we have created a target. You can add feature from the Vuforia engine menu to project from the Unity game menu. Steps 1. Navigate to Vuforia engine menu and select image target or of any other target you wish to use, like ground, whichever you want, image or mid-air or plane detection, whichever you want to use, you can select the image target game object from the hierarchy and choose from the type drop-down either. And you can select the database. Already we have created a database from Vuforia portal, so you can choose from database options. In this example, we select from database. Vuforia will therefore ask you if you wish to import default image target database. Please select yes. Then it will automatically it will import. Now we have added, so adding digital asset. Now Vuforia we have integrated, configured and integrated default 3D model will be up here. You can load your 3D model or 3D object on the scene. We can now add digital content to your target. You can do this by adding your asset as a children. See, for example, if your image target, it should be a children of the image target. Whatever target, it should be children of the particular target. Suppose if it is object tracker, it should be children of the object tracker. If it is image target, it should be children of the image target. So it should be children. That's it. If it is children, it will be taken automatically. You no need to write any coding to track the augmented reality. See, where the coding it will come is you want to use functionality wise, the functionality workflow, you can have to write the coding. But this target and scanning the particular part or image target and plane detection, everything it will work automatically because you are using SDK. So no need to worry. But what you have to do is you have to keep your 3D object or your object child of your target, like image target or object target. It should be child. Okay, parenting content with the target object automatically set up the necessary rendering and the physics behavior. So Vuforia target, to use Vuforia, you need a physical printout or a physical object. Suppose you going to use any object tracking, like as we showed in the video, you need that particular object in front of you. Then only you can execute the application. Otherwise, suppose if you are using image target without image, it won't work. So particular image, you need a physical printout, or if you are using any 3D object tracking, you need that 3D model. Then only you can test or you can execute the particular application. Otherwise, it won't work. So after adding this, you can publish this application into Android and iOS and Universal platform. To see your scene in the action, just like you are compiling in Visual Studio, you can you have to press the play button, so it will compile and it will run, and the camera will open. If you are running from a laptop, the web camera will open. You have to show your physical printout. The 3D model it will be loaded on the physical printout. Suppose if you are using for mobile on any wearable device, you have to convert into, if it is Android device, you have to convert into APK file. Then you have to install that APK file into your mobile. Suppose you are publishing into Google Play Store, you have to place that APK into Google Play Store. So it will support any platform. So you can switch over the platform and you can use into any other platform. So this is introduction and the configuration of the Vuforia. I will show you step-by-step process in Unity how we are going to use this app. Do anybody want to go through from the beginning, just overview, or? Shall we go to practical session? Okay, go to practical session. Hope most of them has Unity. So this is Unity Hub. What you have to do is File, New, project name, create. So I'm creating a new project. It takes few seconds. Please bear with me. Okay, as we have seen, what we have to do is first we have to add Vuforia SDK in Unity. So see, the Vuforia SDK, it is not there in game object, correct? So what you have to do is first you have to add Vuforia. For that you have to go to package manager. If you have Unity, you can use you can follow my steps. You can use you can create simple application right now. Let me repeat the steps. The Vuforia SDK is not there in Unity. So what you have to do is go to Windows Package Manager. It's loading the package. It's loading. Okay. So all the packages will be displayed here, Unity packages. For example, if you are going to use any Google Google VR Android or any other ARKit, see ARKit XR plugin or ARKit face tracking. So whatever package you are using, you have to come to Windows and Package Manager. Now we are going to use Vuforia engine. So select the Vuforia engine and install. Press install. Once it is installed, it will be displayed here. Okay. As we have seen in the previous session, you have to add AR camera. So I have added AR camera. So as we discussed, you have to remove the main camera. This is the Unity camera. Now we are going to use only AR camera. So what you have to do is you have to remove main camera. So select AR camera, then open Vuforia configuration. You have to add the license. So right now we don't have license. We have to create license from Vuforia portal. So go to Vuforia portal. I'm opening the website. So let me log in from the beginning. Suppose if you don't have account, you can register using this. Already if you have account, you can just log in. So I have logged in. So this is already license has created for 4 times. Now let me show you how to create license key. Like press get development key, name it license name. By clicking confirm. See your license manager, the new license added. So license is generated. Just copy this license key and paste into Vuforia configuration. So to go Vuforia configuration, you can select air camera and open Vuforia engine configuration, or you can go to resource and select Vuforia configuration. You can paste your license key. Without license key, your application doesn't support Vuforia, even though if you have Vuforia SDK. So make sure you have to register or subscribe in Vuforia portal. Then only you can get license key from the portal. So without license key, it won't work. The next is, now we are going to use image target. There are different type of targets. Today we are going to see image target. Press image target, press import. See, image target is added. We need database, correct, to access the data. For that, again I'm going to Vuforia target manager. Okay, I'm adding new target Vuforia 3. This is database. I'm creating database. So in database added, device type is device, and there is no target in this database. So this is date created date. How to press the database? See, there is no target. So press add target. Now we are going to see the single image target. Choose file. Add. This is rating for the image. You can add multiple targets and make sure it should be less than 2.2 MB. It supports only JPG and PNG. You can define the logo, you can define the name of the image. Now I'm loading my company logo, so I'm giving the name. Yeah. So I have added multiple of images. Once added the images, just download the database. This database only we are going to configure in Unity. So I'm pressing download database. It's loading. See, while downloading, it will show the pop-up. You can select Android Studio, Xrcode, or Visual Studio. So which platform you are going to download, which platform you are going to use this database, you can select. Now we are going to use this Vuforia SDK for Unity. So I'm going to select Unity editor. So for this Unity editor, you will get Unity package file. So press download. See, the file format is .unity package. It's a downloaded. You have to import this package. Import package, custom package. You can import through asset, import package, custom package, or you can click and drag your Unity package. Just import. Now we are going to import the database. Just import. The target database is imported. So how to select the database? See, this is default database. This is Vuforia 3. Just now we have created in Vuforia portal. We have imported the database. As soon as you imported the database, it will be appear in the database section. Just select Vuforia 3. So I don't have this particular logo, so I'm going to select Vuforia 1. Okay, select see, this is your target image. So you need to run this application, you need this printout. How to add? .3D object. As I told you, you have to add this 3D object under the image target. Just click and drag under the image. So you no need to hide and you no need to write any coding. Suppose if you are going to use any functionality, you can use C# coding, like you can create C# script and you can write the coding in Visual Studio. So you can write coding and but compiling and all you have to do it in Unity editor. If any errors occurs, it will display in console. As I told you, you can switch over any platform. For example, if you want to deploy into iOS or Android mobile or Universal Windows platform, Xbox, WebGL, you can switch over into any platform. Just if you press switch platform, it will switch. Now I am going to convert for Android, so I am pressing the switch platform. It's compiling script for Android version. Now it's converting Windows to Android version. That's why we are calling crash platform. To converting all the images, script, and everything. Even font also it will compile. It's converted. Then you can add the particular scene, which scene you want to execute. Further, take the build. I'm saving the scene. So running the application. See 3D object, it's loaded. Even you can add any 3D animations file. Okay, let me add. Go to asset store of Unity. Find any 3D model. Download. Once downloaded, you can import the particular 3D model. It's importing the 3D object. It's added. I'm compiling and running the application. Now air camera is on, but the object will load once the target is appeared. Okay, she's facing other side. Let me rotate 180 degree. You can load any 3D objects with animation or without animation. See, I'm moving the target. Even though I'm moving target in any direction, it will scan the target and it will place that 3D object on the target. This example is an image target. Similarly, you can load a 3D object. If it is a 3D object, you can do functionality whatever you want. So let me add some lightings. Okay, let me repeat the steps. You need Vuforia game engine. For that, you have to go to package manager, add Vuforia. Like you have to install Vuforia. Once installed, it will appear in here. Then add air camera. Once you add the air camera, it will come air camera. It will be displayed here. Then you have to configure your license key. The license key you have generated from Vuforia portal. Once you take the license key and you have to place the license here. Once you place the license, you have to choose which target you are going to use. In this example, we have used image target. You can use any target like 3D scan, view marker, cloud image, multi-image, cylindrical image, whichever target you want, you can choose the target options using Vuforia engine options. So I'm choosing image target. This image target, you need a database for the target. For the database, we have created database from Vuforia portal. Then we have added a target from Vuforia portal. Once you have added a target, you can download the database and you have to import the database into Unity. Once you have imported the database into Unity, automatically it will be displayed here. Database, whichever database you have imported, all the database, it will be displayed here. In this image target, I'm using Vuforia 1 database. Suppose if you are adding more target, like even you can add multiple target, you can choose different database. For this target, you need printout hard copy of this printout. Once you added this, then target is ready, and what kind of object, 3D object you want to load, you have to place. For this, you can create 3D model using the Maya software or 3ds Max. You have to convert into FBX file format. FBX file format is nothing but a film box. It will support animations and textures, everything. So best format is for Unity. Best format is the FBX format. So please use FBX format for loading the 3D object. So once you import into your animations, add under the target. It should be always child. You no need to hide this image target. Everything it will be work automatically because already we have added the SDK. So if you run, have two tablets. Let me delete one. That's all. Anybody have questions? Hello?
Sir, yes, sir. Thank you for your wonderful session. Participants, if you have any queries, kindly interact with the resource person.
Anybody wants to repeat the steps?
You can use chat box also to post your questions.
If you have Unity, you can try right now. I can help you.
Any more queries? So if there is no queries, sir, shall we conclude?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. I take this opportunity to thank Shri Dhanraj sir from Casoft Global for giving such a wonderful session. The hands-on demo and explanation was much clear and interesting, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I request the participants, you can leave the session and rejoin at 2:30 p.m. as per the schedule. Thank you all.